Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, today I'm a bit sick and I really didn't want to record this video, but we have over 30 minutes of new, uninterrupted gameplay from AEW Fight Forever. So, I cannot pass up something like this. Um, Now, the thing is, uh, as you can see, I'm just letting the video play out there. Orange Cassidy and Evil Uno sat down on Twitch on their AEW Games Twitch channel and played about 4 matches. And well, the stream quality, the way it looked, the image quality, plus the connection, it lagged all the time. So like, this is like a pretty big deal, right? They've maybe shown their game without any, altercation, zero editing, maybe once before, right? This is the second time. Maybe try to, do a better looking stream, present it in the best way possible, put some more effort into it. I want to say that, but at the same time, again, this is uninterrupted, unedited. Hey, here's our game, here's how it works. I just wish the stream was better quality wise. That's it. So, um, one up, one down, right there. One positive, one negative. But yeah, at the end of the day, the positive is heavier. We got to see a lot, um, yeah, in this 30 minutes. And I gotta say, the biggest thing that sticks out to me is how similar this game is to the 2K games or past WWE games, right? Jesus Christ. I mean, I know it's because a lot of the animations that Yuke's created, now they're using it for AEW Fight Forever. Of course, there are many new handcrafted animations, as you can see if you're watching the video on my left. Yes. Anyways, it's just super interesting. Like at one point here, Jungle Boy does like a taunt where he goes like this. That's literally Natalia's taunt, and that has been in the WWE games ever since maybe 2K14, maybe even before that, WWE 12. Because I've been playing these games forever now, and I have two YouTube channels. This is one of them that focuses mostly on professional wrestling, but more than that, professional wrestling games. And so, yeah, it just felt crazy just watching all of this. Now, I gotta say, I like the referee overall, very animated, but it doesn't get in the way. I actually really like it. One problem I have with the referee, however, is that, like, even Orange Cassidy at one point is like, come on, Rev, what are you doing? Are you sleeping? Well, it just takes a lot of time for the referee to get into the position to start counting. And I hate that in WWE 2K23 with a burning passion because here's what you do, okay? Like, imagine you're playing as anyone, right? You're making a super fast combo, you bring the guy down, you go for the pin, like, everything is super fast, and then you wait 5 seconds, literally 5 seconds for the referee to run over to you. Sometimes the referee likes to spin around, do the 360, and then the referee has to go on his knees. When he goes on his knees, he has to lift his hand up, and then he can start counting one. Where in past games, the referee would like almost sense that you were gonna go to the pin, and like they would slide in and start counting immediately. That just kept the momentum going so much more, and it's a baffling thing to see here with AEW Fight Forever. That the fact, the referee isn't that fast. Like I said, hate it in WWE 2K23, hate it even more so here because this is more arcade. Even though I think with the last two games, WWE games have also been going in that direction of being much more arcadey. Yeah, like one of the things that need to go away in every single wrestling game immediately and never come back is the slow ass uh, counting referees, or they can count slow, fair enough, but get into the position as soon as the shoulder is on the mat and the opponent is pinning the other wrestler. The ref should be there counting one. Let's go, bro. um Other than that, what else can I say? I really like, the new animations for this game. I really like everything about this game. Honestly, gameplay wise, from seeing what I saw here, now there are some problem with the animations. Some of them look crude, but like it's so fluent. You can grapple someone and then like push them around to the ropes, to the corner. You don't have to Irish whip them, which takes care of a huge problem. You know, you can do five signatures, five finishers. Apparently, there are secret moves that are not shown that you can find out. Um, you know, so it gives you a lot more freedom. I like how there are many other ways. Like nimble characters will go, much, athletically over the rope or like under the rope. They will slide, they will jump instead of going through the second rope. Like there are many more animations of getting in the ring, getting out the ring. I like the fact that they really involve the barricades here. If you hit them, right, they move. In fact, they stay in a like bad position. They don't return to their original position. They look crooked, right? You got the blood in the game, which is very crazy, and it's confirmed to be still in the game. If you saw those pictures the other day, not only that, but what I really liked here, what Evil Uno mentioned at one point, he said to get someone to bleed, you got to put in some work. It's not that easy, which is something I really like because especially in WWE 2K, you do this to someone and they're like gushing blood, right? They bleed even when they're not hit, right? You know how buggy the bleeding system in WWE 2K is. I don't even know why it exists. Like it's so low effort. I think it just is there to be there is all, right? But yeah, not only is the blood system here, gore system here crazy, but I really love the fact that yeah, it should take some time to get someone to bleed and then mess them up. Not only does it make more sense, but gameplay wise, right? It will also feel more satisfying. Now, one of the most concerning things here, I think you saw it just like a minute or two ago, was Hikaru Shida literally missing her finisher, even though it seemed like there was no reason for her to miss it. I think the reason for that was right as Thunder Rosa was getting up, right, and then playing that animation, Hikaru Shida went for the finisher, and that's why it didn't connect. But yeah, there are some. I see, a lot of issues or instances where uh, there's a move that should have connected. It looks like it should have connected but didn't connect. We'll see what happens, and I feel um, like if this game does well enough, not only will we get, as I always say, more resters added to the game as DLC. But I'm sure, of course, the developers will support this game for longer, meaning we'll probably get those things taken care of. If WWE 2K people can do it, surely AEW Fight Forever people can do it as well. Because let me underline this again, this is very important. WWE 2K23 is going to be gone in a couple of months. We're going to have 24, 25, 26. With AEW Fight Forever, this might be the only AW game we have for a long while, for at least a couple of years, or maybe forever. So, I feel like updates after the game comes out play a much larger role here. But, anyways, let me just skip over to the next match where we had a Jungle Boy and Orange Cassidy. Honestly, it's really surprising to me how bad the faces look. And this is like 480p, by the way. Um, I'll put the original link down in the description. You can go ahead and watch this video in its entirety with the audio on and experience it for yourself. But like the gear of the wrestlers, they look really, really good. Extremely detailed. Like they cared about even the smallest thing. But when it comes to their hair, especially their face, I don't know what happened there. Like some people look good, some people look all right, but most of them, it's just a little off. But yeah, we knew or at least learned about this before this video came out. But Orange Cassidy, uh, if you remember, there was an achievement saying that you can use the slot style, and yeah, we get to see that a little bit, not utilized to its full potential, sadly, because Orange Cassidy was playing as himself, and it's apparent that, yeah, he did have some practice with the game, but he's not that good. And yeah, like another thing now I want to mention is I like the camera angles, like the camera cuts, and it happens like more often than not. Even when someone gets hit outside the ring, like gets crushed between the apron, There's a special camera angle for that. They paid special attention to that. Um, there's a lot of small things that come together to, yeah, be an very enjoyable experience. I can definitely say that playing this game is going to be great. There's a lot of cool reversals. Like it just keeps going. The game just keeps going and it's satisfying. Like I see a lot of potential for like cool back and forth sequences, satisfying combos. And I love the fact that the AI uses, the roast. See, that's Natalia's animation right there. You guys know, if you know WWE 2K, that's like literally one-to-one Natalia's animation, so it just feels weird. Um, but yeah, like just the gameplay looks super smooth, man. Like even some of the complaints I would have for the 2K games and some of the things that are missing in the WWE 2K23, um, the game, like they're ironed over. They're much better done here. I mean, graphic wise and animation wise, maybe it doesn't look, super like realistic, but as long as the game is fun, that's all that matters. It's the reason why people say still play WWF No Mercy, right? Or SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, or Shut Your Mouth, or I don't know, WrestleMania 19, or any other game you can think of that is at this point decades old, but still hold up. See, that's what I love right there. Look at Orange Cassidy. You can Irish whip the opponent, or you can just push him there. Like, if you played any wrestling game, you know how frustrating it is to Irish whip someone to the corner, right? Every single time you try to do it, the system messes up and you're like, you want to just smash your table, right? Just like, just one by one say all the swear words, but here you can just push him towards the rope. And yeah, it's just fast, it's just nice. Let's continue. I think that's all I want to say, really. I'm sure there is stuff that I'm missing, but yeah, I was gonna say the AI rebounds off the ropes, like taunts. um, I think springboards, literally does everything. Here does a catching move. It's not a finisher either, so that's kind of, I really like that. And it gives them more variety and much more unpredictability, because with catching finishers in WWE 2K, you're always like, okay, this guy has a catching finisher. Now the AI never uses it anyways. It has not been using it for years. But when the AI used it, what she used to do was, okay, this guy does fight catching finishers, no springboards, no nothing. Because it was super predictable that he was gonna do it. Like it was super easy to do anyways as well. But yeah, having it now be for any top rope move, or possible for any top rope move, is pretty sick. It, yeah, makes it more or less predictable. But we see some Britt Baker moves right here. Sling Blade, Fisherman. Got two lockjaws. Definitely one of the first things I'm going to do when I get this game is to go through the move list. I'll probably make a video about that too. So I guess the last match was MJF and Orange Cassidy. We see him try to use that pockets state or whatever. Nice reversal there by MJ. I like how he reaches out for the cell too. The selling animations are also pretty cool, pretty varied. I really like that. But yeah, the AI here also was pretty decent. One thing I didn't like though is MJF. I'm pretty sure he has other moves too, right? But the only signature he used is this headlock takeover. See? And he did this like 5, 6 times in the entire match. And this is the CPU doing it, by the way. So that's a little concerning. I hope, yeah, the AI do more varied moves. Maybe, yeah, like I said, maybe the headlock takeover is the only signature move that MJF has, but I seriously doubt that we didn't get to see what other moves he had in this video. But yeah, see that? I love that, man. For 10, 20 years, we've seen the same animation for wrestlers getting out of the ring, right? Now with AEW Fight Forever, people jump, you know, over the rope. Uh, at another point in this match, see, that's so freaking cool. Orange Cassidy slides under the bottom rope to get to the apron. It's good. We need stuff like that. And I'm sure Big Show existed another way. Hey, the orange punch. I can't tell if that's like the Superman punch animation from Roman Reigns, or Like, is it updated at all? Is it a new animation? Feels like it's new. Anyways, yeah, perfect. We have a lot of, yeah, like pass bys, cool reversals where like you do a slide to the back of your opponent, right? It's good. It's good. It's very fluent. Keeps things moving. Again, one of my favorite things right here. You can Irish flip the person if you want, or you can just do this. Actually, push him to the ropes. Boom. Reminds me of wrestling training. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you got the pin combos and everything. I assume you have like wake up taunts here too, so you don't have to wait there. Anyways, let's see the dive right there. There you go. And here's the last thing I want to talk about. Bam, submission. He stayed in the submission for a millisecond, but what the AI does is drags you in the middle of the ring and pins you off of a submission, and you actually get pinned. Like, this is another one of my pet peeves that I absolutely detest. Why is this still a thing in 2023? Why can no wrestling game to date on earth has been able to get submissions correctly? I have no idea. Why? It shouldn't be so difficult, bro. Like, maybe don't get the submissions perfectly, but at least don't let the AI or anybody do this. Like, the only time I would accept Orange Cassidy being pinned here is maybe this is in the game. If it's not, it's kind of disappointing. But like, when you get a rope break, if you keep mashing the buttons, for example, you can hold it for 4 seconds, right? That'd be super sick. That was in the older SVR games. Doesn't look like it's in this one. But if that happened, and Orange Cassidy was at least in the submission for more than a millisecond, then maybe I could like, okay, maybe he passed out from the pain, like BS myself, right? But no, the AI still does this pretty cheap, pretty annoying. Whatever. At the very least, I can say that the first two matches they played on normal difficulty, and it was not normal. It seems like not even easy, like beginner to video game, hell, beginner to life difficulty. It seems so freaking easy. Then I don't know what difficulty they put it up to. Maybe hard, maybe like the biggest, meaning elite difficulty. But yeah, the AI is much more, aggressive here. They actually try to win the match. Hopefully, we can make the AI even more difficult. That being said, it's pretty good. This is what I was hoping. I wasn't expecting this, I'll be honest, but this is what I was hoping from AEW games right here. Like, uninterrupted, no OBS gameplay. This is something that even WWE 2K doesn't do. So, I mean, go look back. Besides WWE 2K22, they never published uninterrupted, unedited gameplay like this. So when a developer or a company goes out of their way to do that, I think it goes a long way. So that being said, there are some gripes, but overall, honestly, those gripes are graphical gripes and some AI related gripes. But again, overall, this really seems like a fast, smooth, like we can literally play this with anyone. The AI seems good enough to do single player. Yeah, I like the reverses. I like again how fluent it is. It looks like we're gonna have a fun game waiting for us. And what's another thing like that's super important about AW games showing us something like this is maybe many people were expecting something worse or much better, right? They had all this hype build up in their head. Well, now they can look at this video and see exactly what they're gonna get, right? And so they can temper their expectations. I think that's also very good. Here, like if you're giving us this amount of money, I think it's $60 US, right? If you're giving us $60, this is what you're getting. I love that. Be transparent. You know what other types of game do that? For example, Spider-Man on PS4. They did the same thing. Published a bunch of gameplay videos. Said, here's what the game is. Here's what you're gonna get when you pay money for this game. It does that. It also shows the fact that the developers are at least confident enough, right? Like, this is what we created. We're proud of it enough to now show you. So this is overall a positive thing. But these were my thoughts. Let me know what you thought down in the comment section. And that being said, now I'm gonna rest up, drink a lot of water, and yeah, hopefully I'll get better soon. Okay, I already said that being said. But that being said, I'll see you on the next one.